Hey guys, today's tutorial is going to be a talk through on this blue smoky eye using Pierre Mineral Cosmetic eyeshadows. First I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Fergie eyeshadow primer. This is a holy grail drugstore product for only $5 and it's comparable to the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Whipping out the first tool in my arsenal is going to be the Nudes Maybelline palette. I'm going to take this light gray in the top right corner and just start by buffing out into the crease. You always want to start out with lightly dipping your eyeshadow brush into the pan and then tapping off any excess and building up color, because it's way harder to take off any color than it would be to just slowly build it up. Taking my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, I'm going to reach for the color Buff, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat that into my upper brow bone, and basically this is just going to act as a brow bone highlight. It's my favorite because it's kind of like my skin tone but just a little bit lighter with no shimmer. I'm going to reach for my Lorac Pro 2 palette where I'm going to take out the color Charcoal, just a dark cool tone gray. Back into the Lorac Pro 2 palette, I'm going to take the colors Light Brown and Nectar on a buffing brush and just pop those into the crease. What this is going to do is add a warm transition shade, and it's just going to add depth to my crease. Next I'm going to take the color Navy, which is literally just what it says, a navy blue, and I'm going to use a flat shader brush to really pack the color onto my eyelid. What this blue is going to do is act as a base for the glitter shadows we're going to use later. I'm going to go back into my Lorac palette and combine the colors Buff and Light Brown. I'm going to use these to buff out the blue that I just put on my lid. The lip color I'll be using today is Refined by Pierre's Mineral Cosmetics. Pierre's mineral eyeshadow line literally is so amazing. I have 6 colors that my sister got me. They are some of my favorite mineral eyeshadows because they are so gorgeous. They have so many undertones in the glitter and I absolutely love them. To give my eyeshadow a metallic finish, I'm going to go ahead and spray it with MAC's Mineralized Skin Hydrating Mist. Basically, you can use any setting spray, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a setting spray. You can even use eye drops. I'm going to go back in with the color Light Brown and add that on a fluffy crease brush and go ahead and buff out the blue I just added on. Going back in with the color Nectar, I'm just going to add it to the crease, which is going to add not only more of a transition from the blue all the way to my brow bone shade, but it's just going to make everything a lot warmer. Every so often I'll touch up my brow bone shade, which basically just blends everything out on the top, like the Light Brown and Nectar that I've added to the crease, and just adds back to my brow bone highlight. Off camera, I went ahead and applied my first coat of mascara top to bottom and went ahead and did my winged eyeliner. I'm going to use this color Charcoal to further add depth to the outer V of my eye. for lashes, I'm going to use Ritzy by Kiss. I usually find mine at CVS or Walmart. I'm going to take my Duo Lash adhesive glue and put on a thin layer on the lash band and pop those bad boys on.
To attach my falsies to my rear lashes, I'm just going to pop on a thin layer of mascara. As I'm applying my mascara and the glue from the lash adhesive dries, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some eyeliner to get rid of the glue. To prep my skin for foundation, I'm going to use my Pond's Facial Moisturizer. And for today's foundation, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Photoready Foundation. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore. It has a great finish, medium coverage, and lasts all day. For a primer, I've been obsessing over the Smashbox Primer Water, and I'm just going to go ahead and bathe in that. After the primer water is dried, I'll take my Real Techniques buffing brush and spray it a few times with my MAC Mineralize misting spray, and basically what that does is it just gives a more dewy look to my foundation, and it helps me blend it in. For concealers today, I'm going to use my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer and my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. To set my under eye concealer and my face, I'm going to use NYC's Loose Powder in Translucent. And for the technique I'm going to be using today, it's going to be called baking. And what you do is you can take a puff or you can take a sponge. I'm just using an old dry one that I don't use anymore. And I'm packing all that translucent powder on my face. And basically what they mean by baking is you're just going to let that sit and bake on your face for a little bit. And I just went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and I used the Salon Perfect brow pomade. And when I'm done, I'm going to take a large fan brush and just fan all that off. Not only does this technique minimize under eye creasing, but it just makes my foundation look amazing. With a cocktail creation of charcoal and light brown, I'm going to take both these colors on a small shader brush and smoke out my lower lash line. The reason I waited until after my concealer was done was because if you do it before and then you go to put your concealer on, then you're literally going to cover up any shadow that you've put on your lower lash line. For an inner corner highlight today, I'm going to use this really light white iridescent shade from the palette. It is one of my favorite inner corner highlights. When I'm done with that, I'm going to pop on some more mascara on my lower lash line. Just a small coat to cover up any shadow that's kind of covered up all the black and mattified my mascara. And then I'm going to take my Essence Sunny Bronzer and just pop it on my face and finish with some clear brow gel in the brows. For a cheekbone highlight today, I'm going to use Hourglass's Ambient Lighting Powder and Luminous Light. After setting my makeup with the MAC Mineralized Skin Hydrating Mist, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite lippies, which is Kate by Rimmel London in the number 8. And once I applied this, I kind of thought it was a little too pinky for what I wanted, so I went ahead and went in with the number 14 from the same line, which is just a browner version of it, and just layered it on top and mixed them together. So this lippy is going to be the final step in the process today. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check out my bio. Follow me on Instagram.